One of my favorite storylines this NBA season have been the Thompson Twins, two players that went back-to-back in the 2023 NBA draft, and they may go down as the best brother duo of all time, the potential that they currently have. And I recently tweeted out, I just gotta see them play together one day, and I don't know what franchise has to take one for the team, either the Rockets or the Pistons, and that sparked today's video idea. I'm sorry, Rockets fans, I'm siding with the Pistons here. I think it's just more so because the Pistons have been so bad for so long, and yeah, we are going to just build around Cade today with the Thompson Twins. I don't know if that means I'm going to move Cade to the 2-guard spot, because if we do have a Men and Asar on the same team, we are going to lack a little bit of floor spacing, so maybe that means Jalen Duren won't be here in the long term. But the Pistons have been just such a fun story in general this year. Dennis Schroeder's been a good trade deadline acquisition. It's been better than Marcus Sasser. Malik Beasley has been one of the best storylines as well, just kind of being an afterthought in Milwaukee. They didn't want to bring him back. He signs with Detroit, 1 year, $6 million. He may win 6th Man of the Year this season. Tim Hardaway Jr. has given them fine production as a vet, and this is all with Jaden Ivey suffering a major injury. This is also with Fontecchio being somewhat disappointing this year. Tobias Harris has been better than Paul George, which is funny for a couple of reasons. Ron Holland, I think, has shown defensive potential already, and then Jalen Duren, I had defensive question marks about him like at the start of the year, but since they've inserted Asar Thompson into the starting lineup, his defense has improved. And then you have the enforcer Isaiah Stewart, and we did just get Jaden Ivey back, so we're going to insert him back into that starting 5. Like, with all the injuries this year and the new 65 game threshold that you have to hit to be eligible for an All-NBA team, Cade might be All-NBA first team, at least All-NBA second team this year. So we get Ivey back, who has been improving, and I'm not going to be able to get him and Thompson for free. So I feel like we may have to sacrifice Jaden Ivey when it's all said and done, which is kind of sad. All right, so Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP this season. Shout out to him getting his first before Tatum or Luka Doncic. He's really had like a meteoric rise to being like a top 2, 3-ish player in the NBA. Shout out to Naz Reid stealing 6th Man of the Year at the end of the year. He's been killing it in real life as of late with all their injuries, and has been better than maybe what Julius Randle was giving them at the start of the year. We unfortunately do not get Cade Cunningham on All-NBA first team, but Trae Young makes it. I'm not so sure about that. LeBron makes it at 40, so 2K bumps Tatum to second team. Cade Cunningham ends up on second team, which I think is a little bit more realistic. Like, I don't think Cade Cunningham would get All-NBA first team over maybe LeBron, maybe Ant, maybe Jalen Brunson. Probably not any of those guys, but I think he's a shoo-in to get on All-NBA second team. And man, the defense we're going to have on this team, like behind JB Bickerstaff with a Men and Asar, and I'm going to try to get I'm going to try to get a Men this offseason. So we ended up as the 5 seed. So we leapfrogged the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers in round 1. We finished with a 42-40 record. I think that's a little disrespectful. I think the Pistons will finish with a better record than that when it's all said and done. We did have some injuries though, including one to Cade Cunningham. He ended up missing a little bit of time. Tim Hardaway Jr. is currently hurt. Jaden Ivey had another injury, but we are pretty much at full strength for the playoffs, in which I'm going to run a Cade, Ivey, Thompson, Harris, Duren. Yeah, that's good with me, but we need Malik Beasley getting a ton of minutes. I think Dennis Schroeder can get around like 14 minutes a night. We can go about 18 to Stewart. I guess, I don't know. I was debating like between Sasser or Holland for the last spot. I may give it to Holland for the defense, because we're going to get plenty of backup guard play from Dennis Schroeder. So let's go about 15 to Holland. Let's go about 15 to Schroeder. We can go about 18 to Stewart. Let's go like 32 to Beasley. I want him to play a ton. I want to go 40 to Cade. We can go, I don't know, I probably should go like 25 to Harris, and then we could do 33 to Asar. And game 1 against the Indiana Pacers, we win. Could we get our first playoff series win in a while? I actually don't even remember the last time they won a playoff series. And that would be when they went to the conference finals back in 2008. Oh my God, I was 8 years old, and I'm currently 25. But unfortunately, we are going to lose Asar Thompson for round 1 with a fractured hand, which is kind of a shame. We do end up losing game number 2. Cade Cunningham had 33 points in this game. We did insert Fontecchio into the lineup, but I think I'm honestly just going to start Malik Beasley at the 3. So we're going to go a little bit small. Don't love the defense. Game number 3, we do end up winning this one by 1. Cade putting the team on his back. Jaden Ivey had 10 assists, shot 40% from the field. The Pacers tied up. I mean, shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. He's been playing some really good basketball as of late. Cade drops 45, 4, and 7, but unfortunately that wasn't enough. We do lose game 5 by 24. Cade had 24 in this game, but Duren, Harris not shooting the ball all that well. And we do unfortunately lose in 6, but I think if you told a Pacers fan, or excuse me, a Pistons fan before the season started that you guys are going to win 2 playoff games this year and lose in round 1, I think 100% of Pistons fans would have signed up for that. I think there could have been a scenario where the Pistons were one of the worst teams in the NBA yet again, but guys like Cade stepped up, Malik Beasley, Ivy before the injury. JB Bickerstaff has stepped up as the head coach. This has been a very good storyline this season. One of the best. And hey, it's only going to get better for us. As somehow what just happened there in the East? The Magic, who can't shoot, just beat the Cavs in 5 in round 1, then sweep the Pacers, but then they get swept by the Celtics. You have Ant versus Tatum in the finals, and the Celtics win in 6 with Tatum getting your finals MVP. So do we have any Pistons retiring? We do not. And this team will also have some cap space. So hey, Naz Reid is a free agent. And if we got some cap space, I could definitely go after Naz Reid or John Collins or one of those guys in free agency. I thought about Jonathan Kuminga, but I think if we're going to add Amen Thompson, we definitely need to add some floor spacing ability. Jazz get 1, so they can get Cooper Flag. Pelicans at 2, and the Raptors at 3. So we do, unfortunately, have to give away our first-round pick since it was lottery protected to the Timberwolves at 18. But once again, Pistons fans would sign up for that just because they made the playoffs for the first time since 2019. And if you go back to that 2019 team, it had like Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, Wayne Ellington, Reggie Bullock, like Ish Smith. The only exciting young piece on that team was like Stanley Johnson, maybe, but not really anymore because he couldn't shoot, and Luke Kennard. So this team is so much more exciting going forward because Blake Griffin was 29 and that was his last healthy year. Cade Cunningham is 23. So it's a lot more exciting about this team going forward. I believe the Thompson Twins do have team options, correct? So I can't make a trade right now. And I want to see if I can trade Simone Fontecchio, 36, and a future second to move up basically 15 spots from 36, or excuse me, yeah, from 36 to 21 with the Hawks. And they're going to agree to that. So, hey, we are going to get a first-round pick. And number 1, the Utah Jazz. Are they going to surprise people? Nope. They take Cooper Flag out of Duke. Number 2 is going to be Ace Bailey. Okay, the Pelicans thought he was a better fit than Dylan Harper, who goes number 3 to Toronto. And Philadelphia gets Trey Johnson. That is one of the best fits in real life for the 2025 draft if the Sixers are able to keep their pick. Kaman Maluak to Washington. Okay, so you have Kaman and Alex Sarr in the front court. That is kind of nasty, but I'd prefer Edgecombe for them. Kasparis does not go in the top 7. Jeremiah Fears goes ahead of him. Same with Diego Demon. And I thought about adding some shooting in the strip, but no. I want to get someone that's a defensive stud at college. He's on the older side because he's a 5-year college player. But Janai Broom may win the Wooden Award this year in college basketball, but he's someone that can bring a high motor, intensity, and energy to this team. There's a chance we trade a big this offseason, so Broom could be like a hybrid backup 4/backup 5. And like the 2025 draft doesn't have a lot of good shooting depth, maybe like the 2024 draft did. Because if we're talking about like realistic candidates at this range in real life, like Hugo Gonzalez, huge question mark with his outside shot. Same with Miles Bird. Colin Murray Boyles can't really shoot, but I think he's going to go ahead of where he did here. Essengay can't really shoot. Pay could be inconsistent. Cam Jones has had a down year shooting the ball at Marquette, but he's still a good shooter. So let's pick up all these team options and let's immediately call up Raphael Stone of the Houston Rockets, and let's go out and get an Amen Thompson to team him up with his brother. I think we're gonna have to offer up Jaden Ivey. All right, so I don't know if they would do Jaden Ivey straight up. Let's see, probably not. They don't even offer a counter deal. So I mean, Jalen Duren could probably help get this deal done. I thought about throwing in Isaiah Stewart. I think Marcus Sasser could also be included in this deal if I'm able to bring back Dennis Schroeder as the backup guard. So Ivey and Sasser for Amen Thompson. They agree to that. All right, let's go. So now we have the Thompson Twins here in Detroit. I'm not sure like what I want to do here. And I think Asar is actually closer to Amen than people give him credit for. I think Amen's like downhill attacking is a little bit better, but they're very similar in terms of their athleticism, their defense and prowess, their playmaking. So like Amen shot 25% from 3, Asar 28% from 3. Like that is kind of rough. And then if we have like Duren out there who's a non-shooter, I mean, like Tobias Harris, I kind of need him to shoot the ball. So let's not offer any qualifying offers here. We do have some cap space. Like we do have a decent amount. I could offer Josh Giddey a deal. Cam Thomas, not a system match whatsoever, but could shoot the ball. So yeah, like I said, I do want to add some shooting. I mean, Kuminga could be a fun stretch 4, but do I trust the shot? Not really. Like Naz Reid, I could trust his shot. So I think he would make a little bit more sense. Let's go about $60 million over 3 years for Naz Reid. And if, yeah, the Timberwolves aren't going to offer him a deal and he's going to cost way less than Julius Randle, let's go out and snag him. So we are going to sign Naz Reid. Let's go. I need to bring back Malik Beasley. So I think we should be okay to not have to renounce the rights on him. But Dennis Schroeder, for now, we at least have to renounce the rights on. So let me make sure I get back Malik Beasley. And what is going to be a good deal for Beasley? So can I offer him more? I can offer him that. So, yeah, he's going to get $30 million, $33 million over 3 years. Can I bring back Dennis Schroeder? Perfect. I'd like to bring back Schroeder on a 2-year deal. Can be fully guaranteed to be the backup point guard since we did trade away Amen Thompson. So looking at this team right now, we have Cunningham and Schroeder. We have Malik Beasley. We have the Thompson Twins. We have Tobias, Holland, Reed, like a ton of wings here, or excuse me, a ton of forwards. And then we have Duren and Stewart. I think I'm willing to give this team a shot at least at the start of the year. Corey Kispert somehow became a free agent. I mean, that is a good shooter to this team. But we do have Malik Beasley. All right, so looking at player progression, Caden's up to an 92, Amen is up to an 87, Duren's up to an 85, Sarr's up to an 82. So I know the starting lineup next year, like it's going to be Cade at the 1. It's probably going to be Sarr at the 2, Amen at the 3, Nasrid at the 4, Duren at the 5. Like I said, there is some floor spacing issues there. And is there any extensions to get done with this offseason? So with Sarr and Amen, since we traded for Amen, we can't. So we'll probably re-sign them at the same time. I'm looking here at the 2026 rotation. Yeah, it's going to be Cunningham, the Thompson Twins, Reed, and Duren. I think Tobias Harris, like, he could shoot at least, but he's going to get like 14 minutes a night. I want to play Ron Holland a little bit more, the former 5th overall pick. Stewart's going to get around 17 minutes a night. I think we're going to go like 28 to Duren. Let's go 32 to Nas. 35 to Cade for the regular season, and I want to go, honestly, 35 to this trio. Cade and the Thompson Twins, that is so much fun. And then I want Malik Beasley playing a ton as well. So I don't know if Janai Broome is going to crack the rotation or Dennis Schroeder. I mean, probably should. Like if I went 15 to Stewart, 10 to Harris, and then maybe we go like 19 to Holland for now. And then 31 to Nas. I can give 9 minutes to Dennis Schroeder as the backup point guard. And then if we do move on from like Isaiah Stewart or Tobias Harris, then we can get Janai Broome in there. And looking at JB Bickerstaff's system proficiency, we're 3.5 star defense. And yeah, we have the Thompson Twins. So that is fantastic defensively. We start off with a blowout win against the Brooklyn Nets. We're taking on the Cavs here, a good team. And we ended up beating the Cavs as well. Cade dropped 41 points in this one. And we are up to a fantastic start this year. 14-4. We are currently the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We have the best point differential, although it is a small sample size. Best defense in the East as well. Looking here at the player stats, Cade is putting up 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists on 50, almost 40, 86 splits. What I love about the Thompson Twins, like they could be so effective without scoring the ball a ton. Amen is averaging 14, 8, and 7. Oh my God, 7 assists, 1.6 steals. Asar is averaging 11, 6, and 4 as well. I would like for the efficiency to be a little bit better, but it's fine. All right, so we're at the trade deadline with a 42-8 record. Yep, the Thompson Twins, like already, just an insane duo to have on this team. I want 2K to give Asar a little bit more respect overall wise, because Amen's an 88, Asar's an 83. Nasrid is fit like a glove into this offense as well. 46 from the field, 37 from 3, 16 points a night. Cade is putting up all NBA first team, maybe MVP caliber numbers. Jalen Duren is going to be an interesting debate because he's 22 years old. He is a free agent at the end of the year. Like I said, could we run into some floor spacing issues? I mean, Amen shooting 19 from 3, Asar shooting 22% from 3. We do struggle with that. Malik Beasley's been a good shooter yet again. Ron Holland developing a little bit of a shot this year. I just don't know about the center duo. And I know Jalen Duren, like, he's a developmental project. I don't know. And I wonder, would the time to move him be right now? But I think that's so risky since we are the 1 seed. I don't really want to mess this up. But I think, like, since we have a good floor spacing 4, and that's why Nasrid is so important to this team, that can allow Jalen Duren to be, you know what, not a good shooter, just not really be a shooter in general. So you know what, I'm not going to make any trades. I thought about trading Tobias Harris, didn't really find a deal I like. So I will see you guys in the at the end of the year, and hopefully we could stay as the 1 seed in the East. And the Detroit Pistons have just won. Oh my God, way to ruin it. Way to bring the vibes down as we're going to lose Jalen Duren, most likely for the playoffs. But we went 67-15. 67 wins for the Detroit Pistons. That is insane when you're just talking about how bad they've been for so long, and we have brought them back to relevancy. Let's go, man. That is huge. It's Cade Cunningham gets what I wanted last year, but we get it this year, and I'm glad 2K is giving him his flowers. 27, 6, and 8.5 assists, 1.1 steals, true shooting percentage of 64%, and that's going to earn him All-NBA first team honors. Honestly, maybe should have gave him MVP honors. Honestly. Okay. We took Nasrid from Minnesota. I think Ant won MVP, right? He put up 38 points per game. 38. What? That is insane. So no Thompson Twins on the All-NBA teams, but Cooper Flagg gets it as a rookie. Do we get a Thompson Twin on an all-defensive team? Neither of them made it. Okay. But we do finish as the 1 seed in Darren's back. Wait, what? I'm confused. I don't think he's healthy. But yeah, the 1 seed in the East, Spurs 1 seed in the West. It does feel like it's like 2005 all over again. But yeah, Jalen Darren is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, unfortunately. Amen finished with 15 points. Reed with 15. Asar right behind at 14 points per game. 21% from 3 for Asar. 18% from 3 for Amen. So yeah, that is good. That is going to be a weak spot for us. Like, Amen can kind of play backup point guard in a pinch. Dennis Schroeder was really inefficient. I don't think he's going to play in the playoffs. So that is going to bring us down to a 9-man rotation. Isaiah Stewart's going to start at the 5, but Janai Broome is going to come off the bench. He played a little bit this year. He was fine when Duren basically got hurt. We're going to go 30 to Stewart, 18 to Janai Broome. I think Ron Holland was impressive this year. And then let's go 37 to Cade, 36 to the Thompson Twins. System proficiency, 4-star defense. All right, so we are taking on the Philadelphia 76ers in round 1. Man, this is so different now because we are the favorites. If, like, you think they would play each other in the playoffs, the Sixers would be the favorites. And is Joel Embiid hurt? Yes, he is, which is unfortunate. He is out for the year in real life. He's going to be out for the series with a broken left wrist. At least it's not the knees, as we do win game 1 by 14. I do have to see if it's Amen or Asar, but Amen does drop 31 points. Asar with a triple-double and 35 for Cade. Game number 2 goes to the Pistons. We win 132-106. Naz Reid with 28. Triple-double for Cade Cunningham. 25 from Malik Beasley. Game number 3 goes to Philly. Okay, they won by 1 point in overtime. Maxey drops 52 on us. And then we see Cade drop 37 in the L as Asar. Okay, thought that was going to be Amen, but Asar, who's shooting 42% from 3 in the playoffs on a small sample size, drops 28. The Sixers have tied it up without Joel Embiid. All right, Maxey drops 42. He's averaging 37 in the playoffs. I mean, Cade has been incredible in the playoffs, but we are tied up with the 8 seed. We do take a 3-2 lead. We win by 27. Amen Thompson drops 26. His playoff numbers do not even look real. And then can we win in 6? Yes, we can. We drop 160 on them. Is this Amen? Amen, yep, he kills it. 28, 8, 6, and 4. 0 turnovers. Oh my God, Asar had 7 turnovers for some reason, but 21, 4, and 6. Cade had 27 and 12. Malik Beasley dropped 20. Ron Holland dropped 20 as well. All right, so taking on the Boston Celtics. They have moved Drew Holiday to the bench. They are starting Peyton Pritchard. They have Brook Lopez, but they have pretty much the same core that you'd expect, as Isaiah Stewart has a sore left knee, but he can play through it. He's fine for game 1. As we win game 1, 131-126. Cade fouled out in 31 minutes where he had 46 points. I'm glad we were able to hold off. The Celtics did beat the Cavs in 5 the series prior. We dropped 129. We hold them to 113. Janai Broome, 2 of 10 from the field. Not great, but you know what? We won, so it doesn't matter. Game 3, we do lose by 4, unfortunately. Isaiah Stewart, I mean, we are definitely missing Jalen Duren. I wish I had better depth than Janai Broome. And Isaiah Stewart. I guess Broome has been better than Stewart, but I'm not ready to start Broome. As we do win game 4, 145-111. Cade, oh my God, 52, 9, and 8. That is not real. That is not real. Naz Reid dropped 23. He's been good for us in the playoffs. I wouldn't say great, but he's been good. Malik Beasley's been great for his role. 50, 45, 85 splits. And are we going to win in 5? Yes, we are. And the Detroit Pistons are in the conference finals. How about that, for the first time since 2008? And we're going to be going up against the Indiana Pacers, a team that did beat us in the playoffs last year. 2K loves the Pacers in the 2026 season. Here's what the Thompson Twins have been putting up in the playoffs. Or this is actually what it is. As Amen's been elite. I mean, so has Asar. 4.1 steals combined between the two. And we're going up against the Pacers. We may get Jalen Duren back this series, which is huge. Damn, the Knicks were destroyed this year. OG broke his, what'd he break? His left leg. Cat, left knee tendonitis, and Brunson had a severe left ankle sprain. So, I did want to see if the Pacers had any injuries. As Andrew Nembhard is banged up, that looks like it's it. They did add a couple rookies. I thought that was Drake Powell, but Dwight Powell on their team. They added Rocco Sikorsky, Thomas Sorber, and Joan Behringer. So, they just added a ton of bigs in the draft, which kind of makes sense for a team that won't have many bigs on their roster going forward. And we lost game 1. Yeah. It's our first time losing game 1. We do win game 2, though. We bounce back 132-127. Asar or Amen? That's probably Amen, right? With 5 steals and 36 points. Doesn't even feel real. And, I thought that was going to be Jalen Duren is back. But we do win game 3 with Naz Reid being poked in the eye. We held them to 14 points in the 4th quarter. Oh, my God, Asar. Asar saw Amen, have a sick game last game. He goes, I want that. 36 16, 6 and 5. That's unreal. And Naz Reid fully healthy. We do lose game 4 by 17. Mathurin drops 24 against us. Game number 5, it's going to go to the Pistons. 136-111. K drops 40 in this one. God, the centers combined 6 of 21 from the field. Stop it. All right, game 6. Jalen Duren is day-to-day, and he's going to be back for the NBA Finals. How about that? K drops 28. Amen drops 22. Nope, that's a SAR. Okay, I tried guessing there. And then Amen had a triple-double in this one, and we are in the NBA Finals to take on the OKC Thunder. Chet and Cade are your conference finals MVPs. Jalen Duren could be back for game 1. He could be back for game 2. They have Jay Will, who's banged up because of food poisoning. All right, Pistons versus Thunder. Let's see what happens here. I think, did Troy Weaver come through the Thunder? He did. He was the assistant general manager in 2008. He helped draft Russell Westbrook, it looks like, and then became the Pistons general manager in 2020. And he did build a foundation for this team, but I think Trajan Langdon is probably the right man of the job going forward. Game 1 goes to Detroit without Jalen Duren. 48 for Cade. Man, is Cade trying to snatch Shea's chain as like one of the better guards, if not the best point guard in the NBA? Oh, man, I was so excited. I thought that was Jalen Duren coming back. But Malik Beasley, one of our best shooters, maybe the best shooter, dislocates his patella, and he's out for the playoffs. That may also eat into it some of the games next year. I don't know if Jalen Duren's back, but this means Ron Holland, who's somehow shooting 47% from 3 in the playoffs, is going to be the 6th man. He's going to get 25 minutes a night. Isaiah Stewart has been so inefficient. Like, Janai Broom hasn't been much better, but at least he's been better. If I can get Jalen Duren in there, I think he's back. We're going to start him, and then we're going to run. Do I get another person in this rotation? It's the NBA Finals. I think we're going with an 8-man. Cade's getting 42 minutes a night. Let's give about 37 to Naz Reid. Let's go 40 to the Thompson Twins, or we can go 39 to them. All right, that's what we're rolling with. Please don't cost it. As Jalen Duren's healthy, and we win game 2, 131-122. Welcome back, Jalen Duren. He posted double-double with 4 assists. Game number 3 goes to the Thunder. 132-116. Every home team has won so far. 35 for Cade, but it was not enough. And we do win by 1 in game 4. 18 assists for Cade. Cade does not shoot the ball well whatsoever, but he still helps us get the dub. And here we go. Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Do not blow a 3-1 lead, but I think the Thompson Twins are just unreal. I mean, you never know. This is a very good Thunder team unless somebody got hurt for them that I don't know about. Down by 8, 5.5 left. Down by 7. Can we go on a run? Doesn't look like it. We're down by 4 with a minute left. I mean, it is possible. You never know here. Can we hit a 3? Nope. All right, so they stay alive. They're going to force a game 6. Shea dropped 30. It looks like they put Lou Dort in the starting lineup, and they benched Keishan Wallace. So that was a big win for them in Detroit because game 6, it's in OKC. They win this. We're going to a game 7. Oh, boy. All right. Down by 2 here in the 3rd. I'm nervous that we're going to blow this 3-1 lead. We're down by 8 in the 4th on the road. That is not encouraging. We're down by 7. We're down by 4 with a minute 20 left. Is it possible I could clutch it up for this team? Let's see. I do want to score fairly quickly. Naz Reid is guarded by Aaron Wiggins, which is a good matchup for us. I kind of wanted to take that. All right, Naz Reid, you have a couple inches on Shea. Oh, God. All right, well, I can't create separation there. So, Cade, let's get the screen. Let's work the pick and roll. Let's get to the rim with Cade Cunningham. He's going to fin. Oh, my God. Of course he misses that. Ron Holland is out here guarding Isaiah Joe. Oh, my God. Naz Reid is guarding Hartenstein, and this is why I suck at this game. Like, I missed that, and then they come down and score so easily. I don't know what happened to the other Thompson twin, but Cade should get... Oh, man, I wanted to take a 3, but we don't have any floor spacers. Cade is going to miss that again. Thank you, Naz Reid. I mean, I should have taken that shot to begin with. I was looking for a 3, but Jalen Duren can hit 3s. I don't know why Jalen Duren, like the CPU, just fouled him. Yeah, not so sure if I would agree with that. Please don't auto foul. Asar, okay, Sar's in at the shooting guard spot. He's number 9, and there's a man who's number, can't even see what number. Oh my God. Well, that was the worst foul ever. All right, Cade coming off some screens. He's going to get a great look for 3. We need that, and he misses it. All right, that's the game. All right, here we go. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Are we going to blow a 3-1 lead? Let's see. All right, we have a good start. We're at home, too. We outscored them by 16 in the first. I mean, all right, we're up by 26. All right, so you're not scaring me right now. I don't think we'll blow a 26-point lead, but you never know. I mean, we're up by 23, and it looks like the Detroit Pistons, folks, are going to win the 2026 NBA Finals. And now I can kind of just mess around, and I don't have to worry about losing. Ron Holland, hey, you're shooting 40% from 3. You have 20 points, and he's going to knock down that 3. 23 points here for Ron Holland, who's turned into a nice 3-and-D player for us off the bench. Damn, Asar has... No, this is a men. He's got 32, 10, and 6 in this one. Oh my god, what a performance here. Kincaid, clamp up Shea, one of the toughest guys to guard in the league. Jalen Duren gets the block, let's go. Naz Reid even has like 19 in this one. Kick it up to Ron Holland, who can throw down some crazy dunks. But I'm not going to get any separation there. I don't know what J-Dub is doing. He's just jumping. Naz Reid, though, can he cook? Can Naz Reid cook? Oh my god, if he hits... Oh my god, Naz Reid, man, he's such a beast. Peyton Wallace has to take a wild 3. That is no good. Jalen Duren now has the double-double. 22 and 10 in this one. Cade with the jumper. That is no good. Duren is right there with the cleanup crew. Oh my god. How did Wallace block that? I thought I got him in the air. Oh, Naz Reid is right there. He's going to miss it. There we go. Rebound by Duren. We are just a rebounding machine. I can't believe Amends got 32, 10, and 6. Can I get like a sick downhill poster? Or at least a nice dunk? Come on, give me that lane. I'm not going to get it. But Amend. Oh, and 1. I feel like they never finish those layups. But Amend is different. Damn, 34. Is he going to get 35? Of course not. And who better to dribble out the clock than Crumble Cookie himself, Tobias Harris. And the Detroit Pistons are your 2026 NBA champions with Cade and the Thompson Twins. And there we go, holding up the finals trophy is Dennis Schroeder, who didn't play a single minute for us in the playoffs, basically. Yeah, Ron Holland deserves to hold it up a little bit more. And to no surprise, Cade Cunningham is going to get finals MVP. And Cade in the NBA finals put up 32 points, 11.5 assists, 6 rebounds on 48, 38, 81 splits. Yeah, this team is for real. And it is legit, and it's a fun team at that. LeBron and Paul George are heading to the Hall of Fame, as we don't have any like random first-round picks here, but we do own our first-round pick at number 30, and the Thunder are coming back loaded. They are going to pretty much keep their team, and they're going to add the 2nd and 3rd overall picks in this draft. There's probably a chance they do trade one of those picks, but shout out to JB Bickerstaff, NBA championship head coach JB Bickerstaff. All right, so we are going to start off this offseason by trading away pick 30, a future second, and Dennis Schroeder to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Mo Wagner to give us some big man depth. He's coming off a good year for the Timberwolves. I don't think he's going to start for us, but hey, if he's coming off the bench and can shoot 40% from 3, that's a great ad. So I just want to see, I'm not making any draft picks here, but I want to see if the Thunder trade the picks as the Magic have the number 1 pick. They take Darren Peterson, who was ESPN's number 1 guy for the 26 class. Does OKC take Cam Boozer and DeBansa? They take AJ at 2. Do they keep 3 or do they trade it? And they are trading it. Okay, that usually happens. And is it? Oh, it's for Siakam. I was like, is that going to be for Halliburton? I think that's a great deal to go from Siakam to Cameron Boozer if you're Indy. So we are going to pick up the options on the Thompson Twins and Ron Holland. I will also on Bobby Clipman, more so if that could be a trade piece for us because Jalen Duren is a free agent. Then we're going to work on an extension with him, and Tobias as a veteran, we'll bring him back. Still have $17 million in cap space, not for much longer because we're going to extend Duren, and then we're probably going to pay the Thompson Twins. And I want to see if we can work out this trade with the Golden State Warriors. Could I get... I mean, I'm thinking about Moses Moody, but then again, I'm like, we kind of have Ron Holland. And we just saw the Thunder and Pascal Siakam. He's not as good, but I'm going to trade Isaiah Stewart because we have Mo, we have Jalen Duren, we have Janai Broome. We're going to send him in a second to Sacramento for an expiring Malik Monk, who isn't going to play as many minutes and his numbers aren't going to look as good, but he's going to be a very good veteran combo guard for us off the bench. There is the injury to Malik Beasley. Dennis Schroeder wasn't cutting it as the backup guard, so I think there's going to be some value for Malik Monk on this team. And I'm going to re-sign Jalen Duren on a 3-year extension if he does want to accept it. Oh, man. He doesn't. So he takes a 4-year 135 from the Nets. Damn, it was going to be like 3 years, 80 million, which I like that so much more than 4 years, 135. Oh my God, that's so much money. But we're going to have to match it. I mean, the Nets did offer during that deal. I don't know if they were playing around, but they do have Nick Claxton. Could I do this trade? I know we just won a title with Jalen Duren, but I'm trying to think in the long term here. Jalen Duren for Nick Claxton, Con Knipple, and a 2027 first. If they said yes to that, I would hop on it. I'm not moving Ron Holland. I don't have to get Con Knipple, but if I can get 2 first-round picks from the Nets and Nick Claxton for Duren, I think I got to do that. I think Claxton's going to put up equal production than Duren. Yeah, he is about 5 years older, but he's also making about $8 million less. They counteroffer it. They want my 2027 swap first, and I get Nick Clifford. Why is he making $6 million a year? I guess he was an undrafted free agent. Honestly, I'm going to do that trade. I know that's kind of weird that I just re-signed Duren, but hey, the Nets were interested on him, so I think it made sense. I wasn't going to use my mid-level exception, so I'm going to bring Draymond Green back to the state of Michigan. We're going to sign him to a 1-year deal. He's not going to play for us, but he's going to be just a good hopefully a good veteran in the locker room, but in that clause, he can't podcast. And we are also bringing back another franchise legend, Andre Drummond, and we're also bringing in Chris Dunn. All right, so here at play progression, Kate is up to a 94, Amen's up to an 89, Asar is up to an 86. And I don't want to be like a second apron team, so yeah, that's another excuse for trading away Jalen Duren. We saved about $10 million. So I want to see if I can bring them back on both 5-year, $150 million extensions. Amen declines that actually. So we're going to have to offer him a little bit more than his brother. But honestly, I'm going to be fair to his brother. So wait, Asar wants... Okay, no, I can get him back there. So yeah, they're both about to make the same amount of money. So there's no tension there at family dinner. They're both going to get extended. And we'll be basically making $32 million for the next 4+ seasons. And I do need to release somebody before the season starts. That is going to be Chris Dunn. So unfortunately, Malik Beasley is going to start the season injured. So the 9th man is going to be Janai Broom. The bench is going to be Holland, Wagner, Monk, and Broom. And then we're going to go about 35 minutes to Cade. Let's go 33 to the Thompson Twins, 32 to Nas. I got about 11 more minutes to play with. We can go about like 20 to Monk. We can do 15 to Broom. And I'll do about 24 to Ron Holland. That is definitely going to change once we do get... we get Malik Beasley back. We do start off the season with a blowout win against a division rival, the Chicago Bulls. We are 4 stars once again under Bickerstaff, and Cade picking up where he left off as the reigning finals MVP. Janai Broom, lower right leg stress fracture. He's out 4 to 6 months, so there goes our 2025 first-round pick. That's actually playing pretty good this year. Damn. But just in time, we did get Malik Beasley back from injury. We're not going to play too much because we just want to ramp him up again after that major injury he did suffer, but we get off to an 11-3 start. Vibes are high. All right, so we're not maybe as impressive this year at the deadline. We are 30-19, as maybe Jalen Duren is just a riser out there as he's killing it over there in Brooklyn. And you know what? Maybe he wanted more touches, which he wasn't going to get here in Detroit. So, you know, we're happy to see him succeed. We are the 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. We do have the best point differential, though, although being just the 4 seed. As Naz Reid is averaging 18 points, and he has been a much more efficient shooter this year. Amen is averaging 16 points, 8.7 rebounds, 5.7 assists. Hey, 3-point shot is up to 24.5%. Asar is averaging 16 points, 3-point shots up to 26.9%. We're cooking. There's Ron Holland, Mo Wagner, who really can't hit a shot whatsoever. I'm like, what the heck, man? Biggest, like, least improved player, I don't know, biggest regressing player. That's what Mo Wagner would be this year. That is unfortunate. Yeah, Malik Beasley maybe showing a little bit of signs of regression coming off that major injury. I mean, I might make a trade. Janai Broom is going to be out for another 2 to 4 weeks, but he'll be back before the playoffs. But we're going to let it ride, and we're going to hope that this team can make another run in the East. Hopefully get the 1 seed by the end of the year. All right, so Shea wins MVP coming off their finals loss. They add Pascal Siakam and AJ Debanta, and they just have the best player in the NBA. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. I don't know why OKC didn't want to make 2 picks. As Trey Johnson behind Jared McCain, 6th man of the year. Wemby Depoy, Dylan Harper most improved, and Luka is your clutch player of the year. Looks like Minnesota was really good over there in the West. How many points did Ant score? 34. I'm excited for my next Timberwolves rebuild. It's going to be fun. All right, so Giannis, Cooper Flag, Cade Cunningham, Trae Young, and Ace Bailey on All-NBA first team. Some surprises there. Ace Bailey making it. Trae Young making it as well, 24 and 10, 47, 40, 83 splits. Cade Cunningham, 8.5 assists, 53, 43, 86 splits, all NBA first team honors. You have Kat, Tatum, Curry at 39, Ja, and Şengün on third team. We did get Amen Thompson on all defensive second team. I wanted Asar to make it, but unfortunately, we only got one of the Thompson twins. So we finished the year as the 4th seed. We're in the 4-5 matchup where we were 2 years ago. We were the 5 seed then. We finished 20 games above 500. Damn, we were 3 games of getting the 1 seed, and we finished with the best point differential in the East, the 2nd best in the NBA. So that's kind of upsetting that we couldn't finish a little bit higher, and we're only going to get home court most likely in round number 1. But the Thompson Twins, once again, were elite. Naz Reid as like our number 2 option offensively, also a beast. Cade as the number 1 is really killing it for us, and we're fully healthy for the playoffs. And honestly, like right now, we do have a 10-man rotation. Mo Wagner was so disappointing for us shooting the ball. I think Janai Broom is going to be the backup 5. So we're going to have Malik Beasley, Malik Monk, and Ron Holland all off the bench for the playoffs. We can go about 15 to Broom, and that's what the bench unit's going to look like. Let's go 37 to Cade, 34 to the Thompson Twins, 34 to Naz Reid, and 31 to Nick Claxton, who was solid for us this year. Wish he was a little bit better of a rebounder. All right, so we're taking on the Toronto Raptors, who still have Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick, Dylan Harper. I was going to say, do they have Brandon Ingram? Yes, they do, but he's coming off the bench. And like us, they are free of injuries. So this is going to be full strength on full strength. You love to see it. We do beat them by 36 in game 1. And Cade at 36. And then Thompson just dropping 23 and 13 in game 1. Asar 25, 8 and 5. Game number 2 goes to the Detroit Pistons, 121-98, 36 for Cade Cunningham, 17, 7 and 8 for, well, now I never know which Thompson twin that is. That is Asar Thompson, who's getting off to an electric start here against the Toronto Raptors. Game number 3 does go to Toronto, 127-121. Asar, wow, he's been taking it up a notch here offensively. Naz Reid did not shoot the ball too well. And Malik Monk breaks his left wrist. He's probably out to at least the conference finals. That is quite unfortunate. So that means we're probably going to insert Mo Wagner back into the rotation. He's going to get about 10 minutes a night. How is Janai Broom? Oh, man, he's been bad. He's been bad. Malik Beasley's hitting his 3, so I'm going to give him 20 minutes a night. I think Ron Holland, who's been good for us, can go up to 25 minutes a night. Honestly, Janai Broom, we're going to drop down to 10. Let's go 36 to the Thompson Twins and 38 to Cade for the remaining, until, I guess, Malik Monk is back. We win by 4 in game 4. Cade drops 25 and 12. Do not blow a 3-1 lead, and we do not. We end up winning in 5. We win by 8, and we're advancing to take on the 1-seeded Bucks. So a division matchup here. They've added DeAnthony Melton and Jaime Jaquez, Miles Bridges as well. I think we could beat them. All right, game number 1 goes to the Pistons, 92-89. We win the defensive battle here in Milwaukee. Game number 2 goes to the Bucks, 120-96. Giannis with 43, Cade with 35. Holland and Thompson, 5 of 20 combined. That's not what you want to see. Game 3, we ended up winning this one. See, like, in my mind, I'm like, that's Asar Thompson. We're the Pistons. But that could have been a men, and it was a men. So, you know what? Asar at least shot the ball a little bit better. And we did win game 3 by 11. So, yeah, we are up 2-1. Naz Reid, Asar Thompson, and Cade ended up dropping. You know what I could have done, honestly? Actually, no. I thought I could have done something different. Like, I could add, like, a U to the last name of Asar Thompson. So, like, it's like, yeah, I could figure out it's him. I didn't know, like, I wish 2K showed you, since they do have, like, the same name, like A. Thompson. Like, a men had an M next to his A, or Asar had a U. Like, something like that. Just so you can see the difference. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We beat him by 20. In game number 4. Can we dethrone the 1 seed? Yes, we can. We win in 5. We win 111-109, and we are here in the conference finals to take on the Indiana Pacers. Naz Reid, I'm going to need you to step up here in the ECF. Cade is averaging 30 points in the playoffs in round number 2. And Thompson was our number 2 scorer. So we're taking on Indiana, who have a sick backcourt of Halliburton and Daniels. Daniels would complement him so well. They have a little bit younger of a forward duo in Jarris Walker and Cameron Boozer. Zubats at the 5. Hello. And then you have Nembhard, Thomas Sorber, Tumani Kamara off the bench. I love that. We obviously are without Malik Monk. Are they missing anybody in Indiana? Halliburton is playing with a strained left toe, but he's playing through it. They do win game 1 by 3 points. They do get home court in this series as well, since they were the 3 seed. This is the rubber match between us, because they beat us in year 1. We beat them last year, and they get off to a 2-0 start. Cameron Boozer, as a rookie, 34-9-9. Come on. All right, here we go. Game number 3 goes to the Detroit Pistons, 137-94. Cade with 33, Naz with 26, Malik with 20, 12, 10, 6, and 5 for which Thompson twin is that? That is Asar. I feel like he's had the bigger moments in this playoff run. And we win both back. Let's go. So we end up tying the series up. Both Thompson twins played well. Naz Reid, not as much there in game number 4. Asar Thompson, sore left knee. He can play through it. And we do lose game number 5. So we are down 3 games to 2. Every home team has won so far. Thompson is fully healthy. The Timberwolves have advanced to the NBA Finals. It would be really cool to get Naz Reid versus his former team. We are blowing out the Pacers right now, so it does look like we are going to get a Game 7 here of the rubber match of the series. We got the Pacers versus the Pistons. Game 7 of the 2027 Eastern Conference Finals. We're down by 11. All right. We are down by 16. Come on. We're down by 8. Come on. We're down by 3. We're inching back. I know we could take the lead. Down by 4. Down by 4. We had the lead, and we are all tied up 101 apiece. Cade is cooking. Nobody's going to foul out, which is good. Cameron Boozer has 4 fouls. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they go on a 4-0 run. Let's see. Come on. We can't let them pull ahead anymore. We're down by 2. Down by 1. We have now tied it up 105 apiece. let's go ahead and watch this unfold. Because yeah, I definitely am not playing this out after choking it the last time. All right, so we do have Amen Thompson running the point here at the top. Cade Cunningham is just not in. We don't have any timeouts either, so that is just great. Malik Beasley's in. Ron Holland, Naz Reid, and Asar's in as well. Amen downhill, get to the rim. What is that? Step back, and it goes in. Okay, I didn't love that, but it went in. We're all tied up at 107. So Halliburton is kind of like wobbly to the scorers table there, holding his knee. You know what? I got to give props for 2K for just having the little things in there. Cameron Boozer just attacks the rim and goes right at Ron Holland. So I wish we had a timeout. It looks like we would get, I don't even know. That's Caden Janai Broom. I'm not, I guess... I don't know. I guess. Oh, no, that is Nick Claxton. I'm dumb. Amen's trying to cook here on Dyson Daniels. A very tough defensive matchup. The paint is just clogged. No foul call, and that's going to miss. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. All right, Dyson Daniels also playing through an injury. Ron Holland's a good defender. I don't like the... Oh, God. Yeah, see, we're double-teaming Zubats because we don't have a true center out there right now. All right, Zubats, just let him take a bad shot. Jarris Walker, is he going to have to take a bad shot? Nemard, he kicks it over to Walker, over to Daniels. There we go. Great defense here by the Pistons. I just wish we had a timeout. I want Cade in the game. Can somebody get to the free throw line, please? I don't even mind. Come on. Let's see what we can do. Ron Holland, he's going to kick it over to Asar, over to his twin brother, Amen, who's trying to go after Dyson. It feels like this has been all Amen right now. Can he do something inside? Can he get him to foul? No, he can't, and he misses the shot. Damn. Those shots are looking like what I would do in this game, so I don't even know if the CPU is giving me a better chance. Cameron Boozer, going to go right at Ron Holland. Naz Reid, you got to help. Zubats can't shoot. No! Oh, that was a foul. Oh, I mean, like, at least we get Cade back in, but they can go up by 4. And let's see what happens here. Cameron Boozer is going to miss the first. All right, that is huge. That is huge. And we're going to get Cade back in. We're going to get Claxton back in. Claxton for a second looked like Tumani Kamara. So we have the starting 5 in, which is great. Cameron Boozer, come on, you know you want to miss this. You know you want to miss this and go 0 for 2 at the line. And he's going to miss the ball. Oh my God, we are so lucky. Let's go. Cade, come on. Find Thompson right there. Let's go. Beautiful pass. Should have threw an alley-oop, would have been more electric. But we tie it up 109 apiece. And we should get the final shot. All right, I shouldn't be scared of Halliburton right now. He's playing through an injury. Cade's a good defender as well. Claxton just dropped. I mean, Zubats isn't shooting the ball, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, we got Amen guarding. Andrew Nemard. Halliburton over the screen with the injury. The 3, he misses it. Yes. All right, rebound by Asar. You got 9 seconds left. Oh, my God. Get it to Cade. Oh, my God. Just get to the rim. 4 seconds. 3. Cade. 4. The finals. Bang. Bang. Cade. Freaking coming. Oh my God, that was electric. That was electric. Cade Cunningham on the road hits the step-in 3 to send us to the NBA Finals. All right, I don't know if I would have been able to pull that off, so maybe I'm glad the CPU was operating that. Oh my God, the Pacers fans are stunned. You got to look a little bit more happy, Pistons fans that made the trip there. Cade Cunningham, you are a stud. And there we go. We're holding up the finals, conference finals MVP. It's funny because I can still not differentiate like Asar and Amen. Like, I think Amen was on the right there. And Rob Dillingham dropped 25 in the Western Conference Finals. He actually shot better from 3 than he did from the field. And Naz Reid is going up against his former team. All right, so they got Dillingham, Marcus Smart. Anthony Edwards is hurt. It's the Dennis Schroeder Revenge Series. Did they get Liam McNeely with my pick? Damn, that hurts. But oh my God, Anthony Edwards is hurt. That is insane. How long is he out for? Oh my God, Mark Williams and Anthony Edwards are out for the season. That is wild. We should sweep them. And we just got Malik Monk back. All right, game number 1 goes to Detroit. We blow them out. Cade with 29. Thompson Twins just getting it done in all aspects of the game. Malik Monk fully healthy now. We win game 2 in overtime. Shout out to Rob Dillingham. That's probably why he scored that much, because Ant was hurt. But he's trying to carry the team. They actually stole one. They won game 3. Dillingham with 24. Game number 4, we do end up winning this one by only 1. Naz Reid drops 33 points. Not much else against his former team. And we are going to win in 5, though. Wow, that Cade Cunningham 3 is electric. Amen Thompson actually gets finals MVP. 16, 12, and 6. 3.8 stocks a night as well. And in the NBA Finals, I don't know. I think I would have gave it to Cade. Sar did average a little bit more, but Amen was more efficient. And honestly, this is like great vibes. I want to end the video off on a high note. We just won back-to-back finals, and I'm still feeling the electricity from that Cade Cunningham game-winning 3 in Game 7 on the road. You really can't beat that. So I hope you guys did enjoy the Thompson Twins rebuild. I think Cade stole a little bit of their spotlight throughout this just because of how good he was. If you guys did enjoy this, I'd appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. If you want to see any other rebuilds kind of like this, like pairing up two teammates in the NBA or two players in the NBA and making them teammates, let me know down below and hit that subscribe button if you guys are not already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.